Hey everyone, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. I had a revelation today, and I don't know if anyone else has done this. If they have, it's awesome. I finally came up with a way to use PaddyWaxx that works for me, and I'm going to explain this to you while I'm sitting here working on. This is Worlds Away by Mandie Manzano from Diamond Art Club. This is for my Mandie DP 2020 event that I'm running with Shalene and Lisa that runs through July the 1st. Love to have you join us. Just any Mandie Manzano diamond painting. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of PaddyWaxx and I use it a lot, except I've been getting really tired of the scraping, and then I don't know if you guys can see this, but when you scrape it, you get all this stuff if you keep it in the Ziploc bags, and then it starts to look like this, and it's like, it's hard to get inside the tip of your pen, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to try something different. So what I did is I took this bar of wax. Let me zoom in here for a minute. I think I can go in. Yeah, okay. I took this bar of wax and I took my handy dandy box cutter. Safety first, right? I have a nice box cutter. So what I did, and I'm not going to do it now because I've got my diamond painting out, but you're going to get the gist of it. So you just take the PaddyWaxx, you take the end of it and cut it very thin. Just a very thin little slice off the end. Be very careful. And I would recommend that this be warm or warmer. Like shove it in your bra, in your pants, whatever, for a little bit before you do it. It'll make it easier to cut. Okay? No, safety first. So anyway, so you cut off a little sliver, which is what I did. And then I put the little sliver is, thin. Put it in the bag, and then you can just punch through it. See the holes? You can just punch through it with your pen like you would regular wax. And it works great. I'm using it in this one now. I was blown away. I was like, there's got to be an easier way to use the PaddyWaxx other than scrape it. And don't get me wrong, I love PaddyWaxx. I use it, daily. But I was like, there's got to be a way to use it easier than scraping it and leaving all of that nasty, bits and pieces down in the bottom of my bag. So this works great for me. And then what I do is, I punch it through. You want to make sure that whatever you cut is thin enough. Like I said, it's thin. It's thin enough so that your tip can go all the way through to the bottom. And you want to do it on a flat surface. I did it on a piece of parchment paper. I just put it on there and punch through. And then I just have a little Ziploc bag, one we get in all kinds of numerous kits that we get. I just use one of those plastic bags to keep it in, and it still smells fabulous. I love this one, especially the warm pear and cedar. But yeah, that's just a little hack that I found, and you can use this little piece on a single placer. Shoot, a good probably 20 plus times on this little piece. Take that little piece times this whole block. You can probably cut a good 20 slices or more off of this one block. This will last forever. Great. And as long as you keep it sealed in a bag, then it should keep its waxiness, as you say, and or as I say, and it should still smell wonderful, which I love all of Robin's PaddyWaxx. I think there was only one scent that I didn't care for, and I can't remember what it was, but yeah, so that is my hack for PaddyWaxx. Now, I do not use PaddyWaxx on my multi-placers. I find for me, they stick too much on the multi-placer. So I just use regular pink wax in my multi-placer. But for single placer, I always either use PaddyWaxx or I use Nacho Mama's Mud from Whimsical Daisies. Love this stuff. I am noticing though that this is starting to dry out a little bit. I don't know if it's just because the container isn't, airtight. But I'm noticing the wax consistency. It's getting a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Chunky. But I love the consistency of this wax. It's much, what's the word? Softer than the PaddyWaxx. But I mean, they both have, different uses. This, I can throw this in my multi-placer. You just got to scoop some out and get it so that it's long enough for your multi-placer. But I wanted to show everybody that hack for PaddyWaxx because it works great for me. And you, like I said, just being able to punch through. And I mean, yeah, it's a little bit tougher than using your using like your regular pink wax or what have you. But just punch that through and then you've got it. And then go ahead and I just go ahead and put it on like a bad trash drill. Everybody's going to find one. Like I've got one right here. You just go ahead and push it down, get all the excess wax off the drill, throw the trash drill away, wipe the excess off your tip and go. I mean, it works great. Here, I'll show you. Let me move the camera over a little bit, show you what I'm working on. I'm just working on this corner over here and I do have the light pad on. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the hack. I mean, it works fabulous and it's so much easier than trying to sit there and scrape and scrape and scrape all that stuff off. Now, if you like to scrape and scrape, more power to you, should. But I was getting a little tired of the scrape because I feel like it was wasteful for the parts that I didn't use. And yeah, I know I could take those little bits and probably try to press and smooth them back into the bar, but it just got a little tedious for me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to try something a little different. And again, I haven't seen anybody else do that with PaddyWaxx. If they have, great, but I haven't seen it. So anyway, I thought this would be a good thing for people to try that have PaddyWaxx, but might be going through the same issues I am with the scraping of it. And I mean, it's still going to last you forever as long as you keep it, in a Ziploc bag of some sort, or in a tin that's somewhat sealed. You're going to be able to use it for a long time. And I mean, this one bar will last, holy cow, I mean, forever. So again, you just take a box cutter, I've got this Adam's box cutter. You just take that, like I said, I just cut the end off, or you can cut it long ways. If you want to cut it long ways, cut it long ways, however you want to cut it. But like I said, it is going to take a little bit. I had to press pretty good on this because I didn't warm it up because, I just didn't. But I think if you warm it up a little bit, like I said, put it in your bra or your pants, sit on it, what have you, for a good, 10 minutes or so before you do it. And then cut it, and then just, punch through it. I mean, this is epic to me. This is going to help me so much with diamond painting, and make me want to use this on a more regular basis. I had stopped using it for a little while because I was getting a little tired of it and having to heat it up and blah, blah, blah. Now, doing it this way, you don't have to heat it up. It doesn't have to be warm. It can be whatever temperature you're at, room temperature. I don't care if you're living in the Arctic. You just have to push with your pen. It might take a little bit more of a push, but you're going to get through because it's just a thin piece. So yeah, so that is my hack for PaddyWaxx. And I'm super excited because now I'm going to go through like all of my favorite scents that I have. And I've got tons of these little baggies. And I'm just going to go through probably this afternoon and I'm just going to cut a piece like this off of each one of my favorite scents and put them in these little bags, and then just have a little holder here on my desk with little bags of these little slivers that I've cut off, so that way I can just reach out and I can use whichever one I feel like, you know, whatever scent I feel like that I want to use that day. So anyway, I hope that tip was helpful. I know it helps me, made it easier, my life easier for sure. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. And any suggestions on how you use PaddyWaxx, you know, if you do it that way, please let me know. I hadn't seen anybody do that, but again, there are hundreds and thousands of people out there that get PaddyWaxx, I'm sure. So anyway, just wanted to show that quick hack to you, and I hope everybody has an awesome, awesome day. And I am going to have a whip and chat. I can't decide if I'm going to be working on this one or on a different diamond painting for Sunday, but yeah, we're going to work on something and have a chat. So anyway, that was your quick PaddyWaxx hack. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon.